All right, I think we're live here. What's up, Viking Nation? Welcome back to the Viking Showcase, round two here. I'm here with our new high school special education teacher, Miss Carolyn Bot, who is coming home and joining our MHS team. Welcome aboard, Carolyn.
Hi.
A little bit about Miss Bot, a little bit of resume stuff here. She graduated from MHS right here in Minnesota in 2005, started out at South Dakota State in hopes of being a veterinarian. She decided to switch it up, and she switched her major and switched colleges to Northern State University, where she earned her teaching credentials. Carolyn stayed at Aberdeen after college and taught for 4 years in a K-2 position. And she's been teaching at Westside Elementary in Marshall for the past 5 years. So yeah, welcome home. And so Carolyn has 5 questions that she knows of in advance. And when we get to the end of those 5 questions, we will put her on the hot seat, and much like we did Emily, and see how she does here. So hopefully you get to know our new teacher. All right, question number 1, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so you grew up in the halls of this school as a student and as the daughter of the famous Mrs. Ruth Bot. Are you excited to exchange that Marshall orange for the trusty old blue and gold?
Yeah, like you said, I was raised in this building. I ran the halls since I was a baby, and I'm pretty sure I might bleed blue and gold, so I'm really excited to be home.
That's so weird, because when I first met your mother, she told me that I bleed.
Yep.
So
yeah.
That's pretty funny. Is it exciting or a little nerve-wracking or both to be in the high school for the first time? This will be your first time teaching in the high school.
Yeah, since my student teaching experience, I'm excited. I'm very excited to be in high school, to try something new. I like all the age groups, so I'm not scared.
Good. All right. So you're going to be serving in our high school as a special ed teacher. We've already established that. What is something that you would love for your incoming students to know about you and your classroom?
Yeah, so my classroom is going to be a place to grow, to get to figure out your strengths and weaknesses. I'll be figuring out my strengths and weaknesses in this position. And so I just want my students to know that it's okay to come in here and make mistakes, as long as we learn from them and fix them. I never expect like perfection the first time around, but I expect a lot of effort.
Good. Tell me a little bit about your family.
Sure. I have a son who's 11. His name is Lane. He'll be going into 5th grade. And a daughter, Piper, who's 8. She'll be going into 3rd grade. Both of them will be here at Minnesota. They have been, and now that I'm going to be here, they're very excited to have mom in the building.
That certainly will be a nice perk to be able to see your kiddos here in the building, and to be all in the same spot on the same schedule.
Yes.
That will be pretty nice. So
Yeah.
What do you like to do for fun? What do you do in your free time?
Sure. So in my free time, I farm with my dad and my uncle, which means that during the fall, when I'm not here at school, I'll be in the tractor hauling loads, or I'll be in the combine harvesting. And then in the spring, when I'm not here at school, we keep pretty busy in the lambing barn. So that's what I do in my free time. For fun, I love to garden in the summer. I do a nice garden. I have a couple horses. I like to ride horse. And then just try and do a little extra with the kids here and there.
Very cool. If you're to think back on your time here at MHS, when you were a student, when you were a kid,
Yep.
When you look back, did you have a teacher that made a big impact on you?
Yeah. So when I look back, there's one teacher that always comes to mind, and that would be Susan Hammer. She was a counselor here for many years. And although I had many great teachers here, and I have a lot of great memories, I always picture her smile and her kindness. It just had an impact on me that as I changed into the education field in college, I wanted to be able to affect kids the way that she did me. So that would be who had the most influence.
That's awesome. And that's one of the best compliments you can pay an educator. any former or current educator would love to hear that they did have a big impact. I think that's why we go into this field. So very cool. All right. Well, those were your easy questions that you knew about ahead of time. So now we're going to move on to the hot seat. And I even asked Allison for a little help with some of these questions. So they're for sure to be a little bit random with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire away 10 questions and answer them as quickly as possible and whatever comes to your mind. And hopefully we don't stump you too bad.
Okay.
All right. Your first question. It's a two-part question. What is your favorite smell and your least favorite smell?
Oh my goodness. My favorite smell is probably lilacs. And my least favorite smell is that stuff the janitors used to put on the puke on the floor.
Oh, the powder stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. That's the smell for sure. Did not see that answer coming. Are you more like your mom or your dad?
Oh. I am becoming more and more like my dad the closer I work with him in the summers.
Okay. What's something that always makes you laugh?
The first thing that came to my mind is so stupid. There's this Garfield joke that I read when I was a kid where he ends up sucking John's toes in the dark thinking they were olives every time.
Wow. Okay. Didn't see that coming either. Wow.
I know.
All right. Garfield. I used to look at those comic books when I was a kid.
Yep.
Are you more of a beach vacation person or a mountain vacation person?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I probably have not been on vacation, but if I could choose to go somewhere, my mind right now wants to go to the beach. So I'm going to say beach right now.
All right. What is something you'd consider quirky about yourself?
Quirky. Oh. This is a hard one. I don't know.
Something that is maybe a little bit unusual that you think is unusual about yourself.
I have to have my bed straightened before I can fall asleep. Like the covers have to be straight.
Okay. That's definitely quirky. That would qualify.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. Next question. A little easier one. Do you think Bigfoot is real?
Yes.
Okay. If you could only eat at one restaurant for the rest of your life, which restaurant are you choosing?
Probably the Wooden Nickel. I love their burgers.
Okay. In front of the school right now, as we speak, there is a time machine. And you have to get in this time machine and you have to choose a year to travel to, and you have to spend 2 weeks there. Okay. So what year are you traveling to and why?
Forward or backwards?
Your choice.
My choice. Gosh, I think I'm gonna go back to 2005. I'm gonna go back to my senior year and do it up a little bit, maybe.
So 2 weeks back in. Okay, back to the senior year. That's cool.
Couple more years back there, yeah.
What is your least favorite holiday of the year?
My least favorite is, gosh, I don't know. That's a hard one.
What comes to mind first?
Yeah. I guess I'm going to have to go with my least favorite of all of them, probably the 4th of July.
Okay. Wow. I'm sort of offended. That's my favorite holiday. Come on, really? All right. Last question. You're almost done. What are 2 items that would definitely be on your bucket list?
To do?
Yeah.
I would like to go to Ireland. And the second thing would be, I would like to, maybe I've never flown in a plane. So that would be the
Never
second
been on a
thing.
plane yet.
Never been on a plane.
Is that gonna be nerve-wracking the first time?
Yes, and the older I get, the harder it gets.
Yeah, it's time for you to get on a plane. So,
Mhm.
all right, you survived the hot seat. You survived this interview. I'm excited to have you on our team this year. It's going to be good to work with you, and it's going to be a fun year. And I'm really hoping it's a normal year, and you're going to do a great job for our students. So, welcome aboard. I'm glad you're a Viking once again. I think you're always once a Viking, always a Viking, but you're back and you're here on the team, and officially welcome aboard.
Yes, thank you. I'm very excited.
All right. Thank you very much for doing this, and we will see you later.
Sounds good.